Hey everybody, just wanted to, just wanted to like, just wanted to, just wanted to do another episode. A podcast, my, just documenting my life, Today was pretty amazing. I gotta say, I actually got to watch some of my favorite Marvel movies. I got to watch X-Men. Got to watch the first X-Men, which by mistake, somebody put the first X-Men in X-Men United case. I don't know how that happened. I must have did it. I did it by accident. But I also want to talk about some. I also want to talk about some. I want to talk about some movies that again, I actually could do without. Like the movie The Room. I'll probably have to like rewatch The Room again because there's a lot of stuff in there. There's a lot of stuff in there that I don't really remember the whole movie, but I do remember that it's the absolute worst movie ever. I really didn't even find it funny, which usually I find like in some like really bad movies, I actually find the dialogue quite laughable. Like Samurai Cop. There's some moments in there that are pretty laughable. But other than that, I mean, Samurai Cop is like the worst movie ever. I mean, it's got horrible acting. It's horrible dialogue. It's horrible, like, all around. I really don't understand why the movie has a fan base, but I'm ranting. But here's another thing I don't understand. Street Fighter 2 ended up on Miss Mojo's absolute worst list. And to be honest, Street Fighter from 1994, I mean, it's not really that bad. It's not really that awful. But Mortal Kombat Annihilation is that awful. And why didn't they add Dragon Ball? What is the name of that? What's the name of that? Dragon Ball Evolution. They should have added Dragon Ball Evolution. That was the worst movie ever. That was like the worst movie ever. And as my nephew would say, we don't talk about that movie. We don't talk about that movie. Which he's right. I don't think anybody should ever mention that movie, ever. But as far as just doing as far as just a movie, it's awful. Let me tell you my favorite ones that I think should not have gotten a Razzie. Should not have gotten a Razzie. The Shining. Why did The Shining get a Razzie award? Jack Nicholson did a phenomenal performance. And screw the people who said Jack Nicholson was too cartoony. He is Jack fucking Nicholson. He is Jack fucking Nicholson. And by the way, I didn't really see anything cartoony about his performance. So you're wrong, as always. So the critics are wrong, as always. But anyway, another one of my favorite movies that I absolutely love, and this is a DC movie. Joker. Joaquin Phoenix's performance in Joker. Oh my God. His performance as the Joker was magnificent. Same with Heath Ledger's Joker in Dark Knight. It was magnificent. Both actors and just he deserved that Oscar. Heath Ledger deserved that Oscar. Even though he didn't really live long enough to receive it. He really deserved that Oscar. So thank you. I'm sorry, Heath Ledger. I knew who he was before the whole Dark Knight thing. I mean, he was the guy from 10 Things I Hate About You. 10 Things I Hate About You. But it's 1:54 a.m. so I'm gonna have to end this episode. But I wanted to talk about some. I wanted to talk about. Shit. I forgot what I wanted to talk about. Oh yeah. Before I go, I wanted to give you the wise words of Bill Hicks. The world is like a ride at an amusement park, and when you choose to go on it, you think that it's real. Because that's how powerful our minds are. It goes up and down and round, and it's very brightly colored, and it's very loud, and it's fun for a while. And some people have been on the ride for a long time, and they come back to us and they say, hey, don't worry, don't be afraid ever, because this is just a ride. And we kill those people. Shut him up. Shut him up. Shut him up. I have a lot invested in this ride. Shut him up. Look at my furrows of worry. Look at my bank account. Look at my family. This has to be real. It's just a ride. But we always try to kill the good people who tell us that. And let the demons run amok. Have you ever noticed that? But it doesn't matter, because it's just a ride. And we can change it anytime we want. It's only a choice. It's a choice right now between fear and love. The eyes of fear wants you to put bigger locks on your doors, buy guns, close yourself off. The eyes of love want you to instead see every single one of us as one. Here's what we can do to change the world to a better ride. Here's what we can do to change the world to a better ride. Take all that money that we spend on nuclear weapons and defense each year, and instead use that money to feed, clothe, and educate the poor of the world, which it would pay for many times over. Not one human being excluded. Not one. And we could explore space, both inner and outer, in peace forever. Good night, you guys.